It was around this time last year that my boyfriend revealed that Resident Evil isn't the only zombie game from Capcom. So apparently he thought I enjoyed the dark horror one instead of the goofy silly one. Honestly, he should know better by now. Anyways, since the second game is co-op, we both get to helicopter into a zombified Mall of America. We've got 72 hours together, but I'm not worried. He's covered wars, you know.
Set sail that day for a 3-hour tour.
I'll just start by saying, this game is my kind of zombie game. I thought all zombie killing games had to be a heart-pounding thrill ride like Resident Evil, but no.
There is another.
It turns out killing zombies to muzak speaks to me on a spiritual level. I like it when high-speed chases don't involve me breaking a sweat.
Hold on 1 second.
What? Okay. Oh my god, Nick!
I just won $100,000!
Dead Rising 2 takes place in a Vegas-style super mall. Despite growing up in Sin City, my boyfriend has never touched a slot machine. And for good reason.
I declare bankruptcy!
He can't stop gambling.
Oh, let's go.
It started small with the slot machines, but when he sat down for poker, it was a whole new ballgame. I had to literally drag him away from the table so we could go administer life-saving medicine to our daughter, which understandably had me doing some serious thinking about our future. Is ace? Can that work in a straight?
Yeah, which tells me that I should probably fold.
In a lot of ways, going to the mall together in Dead Rising is similar to going to the mall in real life. We argue over who gets to drive, we try on a dozen different outfits, and we end up only spending money at the food court. We start out trying to focus on one objective at a time, but new things keep grabbing our attention and we get completely sidetracked. Oh my god, factor in the time we spend getting from one place to another and my need to use the bathroom every 5 minutes, and it's no wonder nothing can get done. In the end, we don't really accomplish much of anything because we waste all our time dicking around in the stores. Whee! Oh my god. I did not need to see that. I still haven't figured out how to separate lines of code from actual people. So for me, I always want to go out of my way to save them. The only issue is that the survivor AI is a real fucking treat. I'll admit, it's a huge step up from the first game, but spamming the follow me button will take its toll on your relationship.
Follow me. Follow me.
Let's go.
Come on.
Keep moving. In real life, I can't bring up the mall to my boyfriend without him rolling his eyes.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
But in this game, I'm the one getting annoyed watching him dive headfirst into a mob of undead. I always like to cautiously walk around the edges of the mall, but he'll just go barreling straight through and then complain about me taking too long.
Let's go, pal.
My boyfriend always has to push his luck with these time-sensitive missions, and I swear it's giving me gray hairs. It's one thing to play chicken with the lives of the other survivors, but when it comes to the main story missions and our own daughter's zombification, man, he likes to cut it close.
Katie needs her Zombrex every 24 hours.
I'm always particular about my outfit, and that intensity gets cranked up to 11 when there aren't pre-rendered cutscenes in the game. Is it an adjustment to play as a 30-year-old man? Yes. Will that stop me from wearing a skirt? No. One of my favorite things is the combo weapons. It cracks me up the way things get duct taped together all haphazardly. And as much as my boyfriend tells me it's not funny, I still laugh that combining a sledgehammer with an axe gives you an extra axe. But Nick!
Oh my god. Pour some OJ on it.
Oh my god. The biggest issue is that I never commit these combos to memory. So every time I pick something up, I pepper Captain GameFAQs over there with questions.
I took 10 M80s and stuck them all together. I call it Peter Griffin's...
I don't really understand the story, but if I remember correctly, this game is all about zombie cows and wasps. There's a bad guy who turns out to be a badder guy, and it all comes down to money.
You killed all these people for money.
People need zombie insulin, and the big bad turns out to be Big Pharma.
And it's funded by those same big pharmaceutical companies.
At the end of the day, we can't even make it to our yoga class on time, so you'll have to forgive us when the truth vanishes into darkness. I think I speak for both of us when I say we'll live out our remaining days playing slots and taking shots. Mom always said I'd go out blazed and glorious. Or was it a blaze of glory?